Okay, this is a video how to upgrade the headlights on your Defender from the standard halogen type to the new type with a sort of a DRL LED side light on this smile shape at the bottom. So there you can see that's the standard one compared to the other one. It takes all your original bulbs, so we'll just fly through the fitting of it here. So the first thing you need to do is obviously remove your plastic shroud, which is just the screws on the front. Now there's one. Second one. And then you need to remove the original mold. That's the side light and indicator units. They actually hold the shroud on as well. You pull that out, depress the clip, pull off the main light unit, and again it's the same for the side light, which is the top one. And they're actually doing it on a 2012 model, but it should be similar on the older models. They haven't changed so much. There you go, you've got the lens up there. Pull on the rubber backing, it should come out. And again, you've got the same clip. So we've got the and then that allows us to remove the plastic shroud. So that then exposes the main headlight unit. So now we need to remove the unit out of that. So that first screw there is about the 10 o'clock position. Okay, and then the other one there is about 7 o'clock position.
They're stainless steel as well, so they're not magnetic.
Yeah, so that doesn't help getting them out. Right, now there are other screws that you don't need to take out. So if you take the one out, it's about 10 o'clock, 7 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Okay. So there's 4. Is that 4 we've got there? Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
And the last one there.
We'll find that later.
Okay, and that allows you to pull the whole unit out. Now this is the later type with the motor adjustment on there. So it's probably best at this stage to remove the connector so you can do it on the workbench. So if you pull back the rubber sheath on the motor connector. Now the early cars won't have this bit. Okay, and then the connector just pulls out, and then that's the main headlight connector there onto the H4 bulb. That pulls off. So that gives you the main unit. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to remove the headlight from the casing. Okay. So remove the rear, the rubber. And then there's the rubber trim, the seal, where it goes. Okay. Okay, now what we've got to do is there's 3 screws that are the adjusting screws that adjust the headlight beam left, right, up and down. And without, you don't want to turn those, but you need to release the headlight. So what you can do is you just force the back slightly. You can pop those off. The first one's the hardest. Okay. And the second one. Okay. Now obviously we won't adjust those screws because the new headlight should be nominally right, but we do advise that you get your headlight beam checked after you've put the new headlight in case it's different. Okay, so now there are 3 screws around the outside that have got a little plastic, sort of effectively a nut behind them. Okay, so if we remove those, and what this will do is it will release the front metal ring that's actually sandwiching the headlight unit in. So yeah, make sure you've got them the right way up. Okay, swap the ring over onto the new headlight. Okay.
You need to align these light bits up.
Okay, so you can see the little nodules there. Yeah. Make sure they're aligned on the new one.
And there are different. There's different sizes of these.
Okay.
Actually, they're all the same.
They're about the same.
They were different from the other ones.
And they fit over there. Okay, you can see how they line up with the mouldings on the headlight. Now these new headlights take the original bulb, so there's, it could be an opportunity to upgrade your bulbs, or just use the same bulbs. Now the wires for the LED lights we recommend you connect them to the side light wires, and we'll show you those on the car. But you could join them to an ignition source if you wanted to. And obviously there's a red and a black wire on the LED, and the red is positive and the black is negative. Okay, so we're just having to remove one of the little tabs there, just to get that last one on.
Actually both.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. So now we've got the front ring assembled onto the headlight. Then we need to, the next job is to reassemble that into the backing. Okay, so on the next job, where the wires come out for the LED ring there, comes out quite close to the housing. So we're just putting a slight nip in the plastic housing there, just to make sure we've got plenty of clearance for those wires. Now you may not need to do this depending, because this is obviously the later 2012 housing with the motor in. So the motor's at the bottom. Yeah, so you've got to slot those adjusters back in. Three, that one's in. And we just look at the back there, you can see there where those wires would have been close, but we've created the clearance for that. Okay, there you go. And that's basically the next job is to swap the bulb over. When you're swapping the bulb over, don't touch the glass part of the bulb because it can cause overheating. You can only fit the bulb in one way because it's got one big tab, and then there's a little spring clip that locates there. Okay, fit the rubber cap which stops water ingress into the light.
Holes at the bottom.
Holes at the bottom facing the motor in this case, pointing down their drain holes. And then that unit's ready then to connect. If we just show where to connect the two wires to on the car. So the side light was the top one, and so you've got this black and red wire here. You need to tap into those. We'll provide two Scotch block connectors, but you might want to solder, and then you need to run the wires round the back and then connect them up to the two wires coming out of the LED side light, and that should be the job finished.